The reason you walk up and then walk back like this is to bait a DP. And I know she just DP'd, but let me run something by you, right? Stay with me now. What if you can close L her here, and that's a safe jab, and that means that if if she DPs, you can still actually block it. But it's even easier to implement safe jabs on supers. My point being, if you run up and close L right here, and she does a super, you can block her and kill her. If she does a DP, actually an EX DP you could block as well with a safe jab. But even say, that you mess it up and you get hit by the DP, who cares? Right? Like, it's one of those cases where you're so far ahead in the match, like, it hits with an EX DP, why do you care? Right? She's still in the corner. You have 3, you have a Brave Point advantage, right? Nah? The only bad thing here will be getting hit by, like, a Wakeup SSBA, but you can safe jab her. You hit your close L, like, a little bit meaty, and you skip some of the startup frames that they're getting up, and your close L recovers before their super hits you. So you can close L and still block. Alright, folks, we are back for more Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, more replay review. Again, the plan is to do these, on stream anyway, every Monday and Tuesday. Have the Granblue time slot sort of taken up by this. And if we can, do two of these posts every time we do this. So overall, I'll be doing 8 a week. Maybe we'll catch them on the backlog, maybe we never will, but September 6th, who knows? We'll see. We got Ophidian. I know Ophidian, he plays Narm. Apparently this is from one of the intermediate wall brawls a while back. I assume this may or may not have been on stream. Even if it was, I wouldn't remember it at this point, right? But yeah, fighting Belial, I suppose. No real preamble or anything like that. No indication on what exactly he's looking for as far as advice, but that's fine. I usually try to do like a relatively holistic assessment anyway. This is one of them Discord replays, unfortunately, so I can't, like, if I hit the spacebar to pause, I'm gonna die and all that. But yeah, like always, every single time with these replay reviews, I say it every time, because I think it's, it's good, it's good first principles, right? If you are watching your own replay, a great place to start, if you don't know where to analyze, is every time you get hit, every time you lose your turn. If you never get hit and you never lose your turn, you will never lose. You'll win by default. So obviously you can never completely eradicate those instances, but as much as you can minimize it, it'll be good for you. Right? As well, so Ophidian's on the Narmaya here, fighting Belial. Another good, like, layer 1, sort of, like, simplistic way to analyze a matchup is just, am I playing defensively or aggressively in this matchup? Like, would I rather... And since every character in Granblue likes being in your face and having you in the corner, like, even the zoners got mix and shit, right? The way you think about this more so is, like, who's more comfortable in this, like, middle to long distance, right? What's going on, right? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. So, with that in mind, kind of hard. I mean, it's weird to say, though, like, with the sets that changes to Narm, it's like maybe you play this a little bit more defensively, but it's going to be hard for Narm to keep Belial out in any meaningful way, I don't think. He's got better normals than you do, by and large, right? Especially for, like, that mid-range poking sort of thing. He's got a fireball that is just going to beat the shit out of Setsuna, I think. Like, it feels weird to say this, but I think Narm does have to kind of run at Belial in this matchup, or else you're going to kind of die. But we'll see. Made S++ with the call today, so I'm doing very well. Yo, congrats. The Rad Dream is still alive. Okay. Hold on. It's a very, very interesting round start right here. I'd like to go. So, you did round start, what's that, Kyoka? Wherever it is, yeah. And then he jumped over you, he spot dodges in far H's. Okay. I mean, this is a little bit of a scramble, immediate scramble there, actually, so I'm not gonna... Oh, okay, I mean, we talked about this a couple times before, right? But with Belial in general, if you ever see him swag walking at you like that, you might as well just jump over him. Like, just crossover jump him. If he's doing the parry, he'll do his whole swag walk and recover and be stuck. If he's not doing the parry, if he's doing the grab, you'll jump over him and the grab will whiff, and same thing, you got a huge punish, right? So in general, when in doubt, just jump over his ass. It'll be the safer option. That, like, technically, see, Flip just did it on accident right there. It's the correct idea. And drop the combo on the close H, sure. This is a tournament set, keep in mind, too, so, like, some like, executional things might be a little bit worse than they otherwise would be. Okay. Late DP on Wakeup is interesting. I think it's not even... Is that thing even frame 1 invul? I think there might have been, like, a missed meaty situation. Decent bit of DPing happening on both fronts so far, but sure. I thought we could... we could talk about it a little bit more, certainly. As we keep going here. I want to establish a pattern first. I think that's probably enough that we already have, sort of. But I think that 6xh was that plus from that spacing? Oh, this is the grab. Yeah. So, first off, you don't know how I could tell that. You can see... In DP we trust is true. You can see, hold on, right around, I went too far back as these Discord replays. Wait, look at his meter. Watch Ball's meter, right? 70, 75, 25, right? So when you see him, who's the viewer here? It's Ophidian. It's Ophidian. He submitted this replay in September, but you know, hopefully some of this stuff is still useful to him, and hopefully it's useful to other people around as well. But yeah, so the 50 meter there, you see him, he spent that. That means and he didn't immediately go blue either, right? That means this is the command grab. But again, you don't really you can figure it out that way, but you don't really need to pay attention to that at all. If you just jump over him, I didn't know that. Yeah, Narmaya, correct. But if you don't need to know this at all. Just whenever you see him walking at you in any way, shape, or form that is like that little swag walk, just jump over him, right? If this is the parry and you jump over him, you win. This is the grab, you jump over him, you win. Instead, right, I think Ophidian tried to wait. I'm not sure if they tried to wait it out, assuming it was the parry or something. But they get grabbed here, right? If you want to know for sure, you can look. It means it's the U grab if he spends that meter, but there's no need to even pay attention like that. But okay, sure. Whoa, okay. Round start JL, interesting. It's a lot of DPing going on, certainly. I kind of understand not wanting to block Belial, like I get you, for sure. But I would almost rather that some of these, I would almost rather some of these DPs were, again, you threw him there, it turned out it was the parry, fair enough, but again, it's just safer to jump over him. But I'd almost rather that some of these, yeah, exactly, were more BCs, right? You know, it's not like you're not BCing, but you're DPing a lot. He's not baiting it at all, but it is risky, man. Yeah, missed a meaty, right? I'm definitely noticing a couple of the meaty timing is a little bit off, right? Okay, sure. He's plus on blocks there, unfortunately. What the? Okay, why not? If I think about you, grab doesn't show the good message between technical input. They really wanted them to be able to hide that shit, huh? Good conversion there. He dropped a close H combo earlier, right? You did manage to kill him off this U flip though, right? Yeah, not bad. Into the restand, I assume. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I was starting to wonder if the conversions need a little bit of work, but that's not. You know, it was the one close H combo you dropped earlier was the problem. So far, it's looking like you DP a little bit too much, and maybe your meaty timing is a little bit off, right? But yeah, they really want Belial to be able to hide that shit, didn't they? It is. I did not know that it didn't. I never paid attention to the fact it didn't show the good input. I just figured everyone was doing simple just for the sneaky. Okay, so let's see. Game 2. That's minus. His 6-6H goes from +3 to -3, I think, depending on how he spaces it. It's never punishable. He's always safe. He's Belial, but lots of Wakeup DP. Yeah, so it's Belial specific stuff, and then lots of Wakeup DP. Are the two main problems I'm seeing. Okay, sure. You're kind of using U flip also as a reversal. A little bit more than I would like, probably. Is there any good use for U grab than because it's funny because it just looks bad? It's as far as actual uses, it's an invincible command grab. Right? It's an invincible reaction check, is what it is. When he starts the actual grab, he, not while he's walking forward, but once he starts the grab, he's invincible. So it can actually be a pretty nice, it's a safer version of the H grab, essentially. And it's about as fast, too, now they buffed it by 10 frames. So it's an invincible reaction check, essentially, is all it is. It's not an amazing move, no, Belial's not good because he has U grab, necessarily, but it's not a worthless move. Again, invincible reaction check is how you can kind of think of it, right? What's going on, Caglio0? Hello. We're watching some Wall Brawl intermediate replays from a while ago here. You're using U flip as a reversal, which I kind of understand why you're doing that. Most times better to 5U if you want to parry. Yeah. Again, it's more so if you want to command grab them, and if they panic mash, they'll lose, right? If they panic mash too late, it'll invuln through them. But I understand why you might be using U flip as a reversal, just because it moves Narmaya out of the way relatively quickly, but there's definitely just a pattern in general of you not wanting to sit still on Wakeup here, right? Exhibit, J or something. Ow. Okay. This is good patience, actually. That's rough. That right there is why I understand why you're DPing so much. Nobody wants to sit there and block Belial, right? But you do have to, unfortunately. That's the thing that makes him good, right? Is you can't just constantly Wakeup DP and expect to live, right? You have to block him and find your way out, and that's the tough part. You can DP sometimes, certainly, but you've DP it feels 80% of your Wakeups or something here are DP. So a little bit more patience on that front is certainly worthwhile, I think. To be fair, again, you haven't actually been punished for it, really. Sometimes better than BC than DP, yeah. I'll also mention that earlier, too. They actually do BC every now and then. But yeah, probably, like, you know, you probably should BC more than you DP. At least you should BC more than you DP, because you're DPing a lot right now. I like these sets, you know. Again, like, they did kind of give you, like, a better, like, full-screen tool, right? In this patch as Narm. Ow. Sure. You can caught by that sweep a lot, too. Gotta definitely make sure to watch out and block your toes. Good. You see, you baited DP, yeah, but unfortunately for you, Belial's, you blocked the crouching? That shit might have been like -11 or -10. I don't even know if your close H would have worked. Why'd you get hit here again? What exactly? Hold on. What exactly happened? Did you mash on some plus frames? Oh, he baited your DP finally. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, you baited the DP, but unfortunately, again, Belial's DP is so, like, it's so safe for some reason. So you didn't get the punish you wanted on that close H. I think it's not like you couldn't have done it. I think it's just that you were a little bit late on the actual window there. Yep. I mean, there's definitely, like, again, there's one really big thing here, right? Okay. Yeah, watch it. Oh. Yeah, see, like, this is the thing, right? Like, oh, you're fighting, like, this Belial's S+, like, he's at least, yeah, at a certain point, he's gonna start baiting it out, right? He's gonna start baiting it out. Yeah, luckily for you, he hasn't had, like, the crazy punishes or anything so far, but, oh, and the toes. Yep. Yeah, I mean, so that last game was actually pretty one-sided, and one of the main reasons that he started actually, like, every now and then, he started actually baiting out your DPs, right? Yeah, I mean, I will say, again, I think this is one of those times where, like, maybe I missed something more subtle, because it definitely was me, but with throw tech. Yeah. I hate how reversals work in this game so much. I'm right there with you, man. I've been talking about it, I feel like, for fucking, like, since before, like, the Vayne patch now or something, but yeah. Filthy Diva player, so true. Hello, nothing. Rat main, even. Charlotta main. But yeah, so this may be, like, one of those times where, like, I missed something more subtle, maybe, because there was something that was so over-centralizing, but, like, yeah, like, you really gotta stop DPing, right? And so, you'll notice, this is actually a very interesting thing that happens a lot, right? When you do something like this, you tend to get away with it a lot in the beginning, right? You were, like, in the first game, for example, you DP'd on, if I found, like, a random wake-up of yours, you probably, like, right here, you probably DP, right? Oh, no, look at me. Okay, my bad. There you go. That's on me. But you'll get away with it a lot earlier on in sets, right? But for example, right, you got baited out on it a couple more times in the last game. Now, of course, Belial, he wasn't respecting the DP probably as much as he should have been. This guy was kind of just running into it. Even then, though, right, he did, like, eventually start baiting it out. The problem with DPs is that it's kind of like a gun. It's like it's a concealed weapon, you know. The threat of it is important, but you can't ever have it be predictable when you're gonna do it, right? DPs, if you think about them, they're such an interesting, like, there's such an interesting, like, concept in fighting games, right? Because they are relatively, especially in this game, outside of, like, a UDP, you don't get Oki off them or anything like that. But, like, a DP is essentially kind of like low reward, a really high risk, right? Except if you count the reward as, like, ending your opponent's turn, then sure. But a lot of times, you know, you end their turn and they just, like, BC you back into the corner or something. So, but it is still definitely very valuable to just, like, get out of offense that you don't want to hold. So the thing is, though, that the unpredictability here is very important, because obviously when your DP gets baited, the Belial actually did not punish you very hard. The one time that I can remember that he baits your DP. Oh, no, he did this. No, he killed you. No, he baited it twice. One time he punished you very hard, one time he did not, right? But yeah, obviously the risk on them is very high unless you're Belial or Charlotta or something, right? But basically, I understand where you're coming from. I don't want to block Belial either. Nobody wants to block fucking anything in this game because of Brave counter, right? I would say in the interim, if you want to, yeah, exactly. Sometimes the threat of the DP is better than DP itself. We talked about this on the opposite end, actually, in a replay review a while ago. It was a Vera, now I can't remember, but it was a Vera who, or no, someone fighting a Vera? Regardless, I think it was a Zeta fighting a Vera, if I remember correctly. But regardless, they, like, started running up to people, and, like, they would down back on the person's wake up, even though the person didn't really do any DPs that much. But the threat of the DP caused them to just, like, basically give up their turn, right? So you can definitely, it's good to represent the option that you will DP on wake up or on pressure sometimes, right? To just be like, even if you do get punished for it every now and then, right? But doing it like you did again, I could get a count here. You did on like 80% of your wake ups, it felt like, right? Or like 80% of like, you know, gaps and block strings and stuff. Eventually, it's gonna get you killed, and especially like this Belial just seems like, you know, he said fuck it, we ball, and just kept going anyway. A lot of players are gonna start killing you for this even earlier than that, right? And I'm not talking about like master ranks, talking about like intermediate level players are gonna start killing you for that way earlier than like the DP number 19 or something. So this to me feels like there's a couple other things, right? Like, you know, some of your conversions could be better, but that's okay. Some of Ophidian, by the way, he didn't play ranked for a long time. What? Saiyans have limits? Oh, there you go. It's like where'd my Saiyans have no limits music go? He didn't play ranked for a while, so he's stuck at A, but once he played ranked, he got up. I think he's like S+, or maybe even, I think he's around S+ now. I can't remember. But yeah, so people are gonna really kill you for that, and I understand the sentiment. I'll say in the short term, again, if you ever feel like just really don't want to fucking block anymore, just PC, man. It's just safer. It's just safer, right? It's significantly safer. It's actually higher reward a lot of the time too, right? Like a counter hit BC gives you a hard knockdown, which is you don't get unless you get usually on like UDPs, which you did a lot of UDPs on Wake Up too, but those also cost meter and the whole thing, right? Besides that, like maybe your meaties, right? On your offense, I think you missed a couple of meaties and this Belial like woke up mashed on you and hit you a couple of times. But like, it really is, I can't really say much besides the DP thing, right? Defense, it sounds, I'm gonna harp on this just for a couple more minutes and then we'll move on to the next replay, because I want to do 2 a video if I can, right? Lost DP, obviously. But it's going on, Kira. Defense, I feel like this might sound weird to people if Granblue is the only fighting game that you've played, right? But defense is actually very strong. Like, Granblue is a very defensive game. Like, very defense-favored game compared to a lot of other games, right? Yes, there's very scary offense in this game, right? I just bought the game yesterday and found your content to recommend playing first, Beatrix or Narmaya. They're both great. I mean, whoever you think looks cooler, right? I mean, Beatrix is probably a little bit easier, but everyone's easy when you're starting out. Everyone's hard when you want to get good, so whoever you think, like, whoever interests you more. If you really like, if you're like, oh, they're right neck and neck, then I mean, sure, Beatrix. She'll be a little bit simpler at the beginning, certainly. But if you think Narm looks really fucking cool, then play Narm. Right? Yeah, play what you enjoy as always. It really is it's not the like cliche like content creator cop-out answer. It's the right answer. Every character is easy when you're starting. Every character is hard when you're getting good. So whoever looks the coolest. But yeah, so defense is actually pretty strong in Granblue, right? In the sense of like, there's like no early today and no notif. I thought I sent it on the Discord. Oh, I didn't put it on the YouTube. That's a good. Wait, did I? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't put it on the YouTube side of things. Oh shit, you're right. Goddamn. You know, let's do that. We'll do that in a second. But yeah, so despite the fact that it might feel like really scary blocking a dude like Belial or something like that, right? Yo, Mino, thanks for the follow, man. There's no mix in this game, right? Like, there's no real, like, there's not a lot of mix in this game. Like, having mix makes you a top tier in this video game, which is not usually the case. Or it makes you a character that paid really heavily for it, right? Brave counter is one of the strongest defensive mechanics in, like, any fighting game I've ever played. Like, the point of this whole tirade is to say that even outside of Brave counter, blocking is really good in this game. It's actually really hard to keep up consistent, like, safe pressure for a long time in this video game without taking some sort of big risk. Even Belial, right? Like, he has to, like, command grab with a gap in his fireball, or jump at you, or run up close enough to throw, which can get mashed on, or, right? So, it's actually, like, blocking's really good in this video game. It is not, like, it's much more difficult to, it almost feels much more difficult to run threatening offense than it does to, like, stop that offense in this game. So don't feel the need to always just DP as soon as you're under pressure. Blocking's actually quite OP in this game. There's a lot of pushback on like every move, right? And again, there's even though there's a lot of plus buttons, the ability to safely extend pressure forever is not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. I think you get the general point there. Let's move on to this Seox. Our problem is with Seox. I used to play 2B, I switched to Seox with the patch. I keep going back and forth between S1 and S+5 with him. Like, my pressure is the problem, but I wanted feedback, and if possible, to confirm/point out the problem. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. 2 sets in there to put more context on my playstyle. I like blocking, yeah. Come from an SF background, and hitbox feels weird here. I don't know why. I mean, maybe, like, hitbox, yeah, like, there's no, like, inputs, right? There's, like, they don't have to be anyways. No, like, inputs to, like, cheat with hitbox if you want, right? So maybe that's why. Okay, let's see. Oh, YouTube replay, perfect. Seox versus Catalina. We're gonna try and go through this quickly-ish, just because, I'm not gonna try, I'm not gonna run over anything. But I might try to pause a little bit less and just kind of talk as it's happening. Again, Seox is the, again, so real quick though, as far as like aggressor defender, right? Seox is the aggressor in like basically every single matchup, right? He's like he runs at everyone with like the exception of maybe La Diva, or like maybe. And Catalina is a very defensive character. Like this is not like a, you know, who's the aggressor, who's the defender? It's not a hard question in this at all, right? Cat's going to try and like she's gonna stand back, try to find a good poke, and then take it to the corner and kill you. That's what she does now, right? But at its core, you are trying to get it on her as Seox. You don't want to be on the other side of the screen against Catalina or even the mid range. Her buttons are better than yours, just straight up. Okay, I mean, it's not a good place to be, certainly. I like the parry, though. I like that. You got a good parry. You're using it. I like it. They did make your ass faster in the patch as well, so you might as well make use of it, I suppose. Interesting. That is the Rekka follow-up that discourages mashing, so I do like the idea of using that first as kind of like a conditioning tool, right? His little kick into... Whoa! Alright, I mean, that's more of something for you to think about moving forward. Keep an eye on how often this Catalina DP is, possibly. Bonk, bonk, sure. Look at the moon, it's so pretty. Very cool looking super, certainly. Yeah, I like, So here's immediately something that like maybe, so you're doing this because you're afraid of a reversal. I mean, I have to imagine, right? The reason you walk up and then walk back like this is to bait a DP. And I know she just DP'd, but let me run something by you, right? Stay with me now. What if, you can close L her here, and that's a safe jab. And that means that if, you know, well, I mean, one, if she DPs, you can still actually block it. But it's even easier to implement safe jabs on supers. My point being, if you run up and close L right here, and she does a super, you can block her and kill her. If she does a DP, actually an EX DP you could block as well with a safe jab. But even say, you know, that you mess it up and you get hit by the DP, who cares? Right? Like, it's one of those cases where you're so far ahead in the match, like, if she hits you with an EX DP, why do you care? Right? She's still in the corner. You have 3, you have a Brave Point advantage, right? Nah? The only bad thing here will be getting hit by like a Wake Up SSBA, but you can safe jab her, right? And if you don't know what a safe jab is, I put out a video on it, but also it's a general idea of like, you basically, you hit your close L like a little bit meaty, and you skip the startup, some of the startup frames that they're getting up, and your close L recovers before their super hits you. So you can close L and still block, right? So I understand why you did that, because the Catalina just DP'd on Wake Up, but if you think about it, there is like a correct choice here, and it's safe jabbing her, essentially. At least assuming you wanted to go, you could like Wake Up throw her, and that's that's more of a mixed situation. I worry about SSBA like you said, yeah, exactly. But if you safe jab, if you learn your timing to do your safe jab, your close L will whiff on her SSBA, but you'll block her SSBA. Like when the super flash happens, you can on reaction hold back, and you'll block her and kill her. And if you mess up the safe jab on the DP, because you have to like hold back kind of preemptively in that case, then oh well, you got hit by a DP, it did 800 damage, and you're still in the lead and still winning. Big concept there for sure. Safe jabs are like a huge thing on offense in this game. It's another reason, by the way, that Wake Up reversals, we talked about in the last clip, it's more of an intermediate, like a higher intermediate level concept, safe jabbing, for sure. But it's another reason why Wake Up reversals are so unsafe in this game. Defense is good. Reversals are good, but not on Wake Up usually. Okay. She's on chip, but I'm... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Rekka is like the only chip option that Seox can easily do from here. Safe jabs save me in so many matches. Yeah. Learn your safe jabs. They save lives, as Faith has said multiple times before. Okay. I like the idea. Good conversion. Okay. A little bit of a drop, but it's fine. You got Wake Up DP. You can, by the way, you can safe jab. You can safe jab regular DPs as well, right? The only DPs you can't safe jab are UDPs, unless you're like UL, I think, is like one of the only characters who can. But you can also, like, if you close L and block preemptively without seeing a super flash, you can also, like, if you time it right, you can safe jab pretty much every reversal in the game, excluding UDPs. So even like some of these Wake Up reversals this Catalina is doing are not safe at all. What's going on, Pablo? I should probably learn safe jabs for real? Yeah. Forcing people to like respect your offense is a very important thing. And S++ now I still don't know how to do them. It's not like a complicated thing at all. It's more of a timing thing. You just have to like kind of, basically if you hit your close L meaty, right? If you get like more plus on your close L than you normally would be, then you probably did it. Like the concept of them is very simple. It's hit your opponent with a close L as they're standing up. It's just you have to make sure you don't mess up the timing. Do it too late or too early or something. Too early is kind of okay. You won't get the meaty, but you'll still be safe if they reversal. Wasn't Seox the exception when you tried it yourself? You could safe jab UDP, but it was tight? Maybe. I couldn't do it. Regardless, though, in general, safe jabbing UDPs is kind of a fool's errand because of the slowdown, I think. Yeah, I know UL can do it for sure because she has like a weird, her stance, like one of her stance lights recovers very quickly, right? But yeah, like in general, you can safe jab everything except UDPs is my understanding of how it works. Outside of, again, like, yeah, really weird exceptions. Maybe it's frame perfect on Seox because, yeah, his close L is a frame faster than most others. So, like, it might be a frame perfect thing on Seox. Regardless, it's not reliable. Also, why'd you die here? You? Oh, okay, yeah. Better to consider it impossible, yeah. Stance 2 on meaty is +7, so yeah, UL can do it, I know. I don't know exactly how, but I know that you can. I like that. You got mashed on the overhead there, right? But I do like the idea still because you did, you were trying again. You were using the rec option to discourage his mashing a decent bit. You're doing a lot of, I'm gonna keep an eye on this before I make a conclusion, I think. Wait. I need my Saiyans have no limits music back. There you go. What happened there? I missed it. I tell you, YouTube's been misbehaving, man. I tell it to loop a video, it doesn't even loop a video. Oh, DP again. Gotcha. So true. Ooh, the low is punishable. Good back throw as well. Good. You probably could have killed her with a you know, like an auto combo punish or something, but maybe she was only -4. It's hard to say. It's the safest idea there, spur in the corner. Certainly. Oh. They reacted to the clash before you did. That was a weird clash, though. I didn't know those two moves of clash, to be honest. Okay, sure. If that didn't kill, does that combo end right there? I don't think so. I think you can get like a 2N into some Rekka nonsense, right? That wasn't a bad conversion. Shield putting in work. I mean, Catalina, man. Catalina, that is definitely post for Sucha Patch Catalina. Okay. Ow. Oh yeah, not in throw, but the Granblue handshake, sure. It seems mostly fine so far, to be honest. That's how, like, maybe learn your safe jabs. Because, like, as a rushdown character with like Seox too, it's very important, right? Yeah, you want to hold people, you want to force people to hold your offense. Oh, okay, wait, I see you. It's kind of clean with it. I mean, it seems so far I'm not like seeing anything horrendous here, right? Oh no, you missed the hit confirm. Yeah, I mean, ooh. You're trying to link that into Raging Strike, but you did it a little bit too late, and now you're dead, I think? Oh no, even with the avatar health. Goddamn. Insane. Oh, spot dodge is bold. Nice, good parry though. I like her being strong feels quite non-toxic. Like in general, maybe, but like her reward is a little bit too high on hit, I think, in the mid-screen. Like, she really does poke you with, like, anything into, like, literally, like, you know, a far M into corner-to-corner carry. Alongside being, like, a very well-rounded character otherwise. There could be worse. I can definitely imagine many worse top-tier characters, for sure. But she does feel a little silly in some ways. That should be expected of a strong character, though. Everyone's got something silly on him. 2L, 236 U? Yeah. Belial feels more fair than Cat half the time. Belial's, like... never mind. I was gonna like, but then I just, all his move list flashed through my head. I'm like, never mind. I was gonna say Belial's quite fair, and then I came back to my senses. Ow. Belial's really fair in Guilty Gear turns, I'll tell you that for free. Oh, nice, yeah. Her 5 you can brave counter bait like that. Good whiff punish on the U empty hand, okay. I was crashing out about Cat last night. She's a little goofy in some ways, certainly. Okay. Yeah, overall, I think the big thing in that set is maybe learn your safe jabs, right? Maybe learn your safe jabs, and maybe a few more frame traps. Honestly, wouldn't hurt to see out of you either. Right? Like, I know you're trying to do it with the stance, but like in your general pressure as well. You're doing a lot of like 6XL and 6XL. You know, do some like 6XL into like far M or close or far L or something, like some frame traps. Do some like close L, close H. Because like matching did seem to be a bit of a problem you were having, at least with that Catalina. What was that card? Wait, what did it say? Oh, I shouldn't have gone back for that. I should not have gone back to look at that. Wow, this person's on Twitch. Vera's card was crazy. Yeah, my bad. I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be something funny. That's on me. That card message was sickening. Yeah, some people need like professional mental help. And listen, I am not a therapist, but you know, it's like I know someone who needs one when I see it. I'll tell you that much. Ow. Oh, yeah, good interrupts on this. You gotta be careful with this. This like little stance overhead. No, it's not overhead. It's not over. It's a little, you know, downward kick. The plus on block kick that Seox can do here. This thing is like pretty reactable and even like pretty fuzzy matchable. TTV in the name, always trouble. That's true. That's true. So you want like you want to like really condition your opponents to not mash on that before you try it, right? Because it does hurt you a lot. Like if people can get like a full anti-air combo on you, basically. Okay, round start. Spot dodge for the 6XM. Why not? I guess it worked. You're doing a lot of spot dodging in neutral. I mean, I guess maybe you're trying to like hard call out a 6XL, maybe? I see it. Oh. Okay. Again, right, that's another place where like if you, maybe you couldn't safe jab off that knockdown, actually. Maybe, I was gonna say, if you could safe jab though, you could both like, you know, continue offense and if they DP, still be safe. Okay. Super for the Brave points, I like it. Oh god. I think you try to anti-air there? What happens? I think so? You did like get a really late 2H on the Catalina in the last set. Maybe you wanted to do a similar kind of idea. But at that point, sometimes you gotta hold your L, realize you just reacted too slow, and you might as well, you know, blocking is better than getting a jump-in combo on your ass. Okay. It's not wonderful. That is, I mean, this is more so a tip for the Vera, right? But if you block Seox empty hand, it's -6 on block, it's punishable, right? And usually he like pushes himself out too far for that to matter. But in the corner like this, he's punishable. Like, you don't have to spot dodge this at all. If you block the Seox empty hand right here, right, in the way he works, like when the spacing works out this way, you just get like a, you know, far L into SBA and he's dead, right? Spot dodge is not the schmove right there. If Seox empty, the rule of thumb generally is if he empty hands in the corner and you block it, he's dead. You get a 6-frame punish. How do you got counter hit by 668 here? Ah, she just, okay, yeah, she just kind of, you both decided to approach at the same time, and she just let it rip. Understandable. Okay. You do have EX Nuh-uh as well, by the way. This Vera is kind of like all up in your face the entire time, which you kind of want, right? You can like jump, you can jump and throw an EX Gated Demons or something, and usually you're still doing kind of well for yourself. Your anti-airs are good, I will say. You messed it up the one time, but in general, I think you have decent anti-airs. You have a good idea of how to convert off them too. Certainly pretty poggers there, I say. Sure. Oh yeah, see, I was telling you more of those for you. I would like to. I would like you to do a little bit more frame trap. You see, this got you guys got your ass beat right there. Yo, what the world? Yo, Hard Edge? Hard Edge? Hello? Hi. Thanks for the raid, fellas. 40 people. How's it going? Raiders, welcome, welcome. We're doing some replay review here. Get our day started. Oh, my lord. Okay, sure. Fully intentional to punish the 6XL, I'm sure. Yeah, so it is weird that chat decided to dash out your ass right there, but sure. Understandable. Yeah, what's going on, fellas? Yes, hello, Raiders, indeed. Hope you guys had fun. Hope Hard Edge had a good stream. She is letting this shit rip, I tell you what. Yeah, a little bit more space control will definitely help out a lot, right? Again, namely with like any sort of like EX nuhs, I think would help out a lot right here. You're not doing a horrible job though. I was just gonna say like I like the patience here, but you did crack a little bit. You let the parry rip. Oh, the Granblue handshake. So true. Okay. She is ripping these 668s. Holy shit. She's trying to kill you for real. Isn't that punishable on block? EX nuh-uhs, that's what they're called, man. It's very good screen control for Seox to just jump up in the air and go nuh-uh. And that's the thing, just like, it controls like such an annoying angle on the screen on its way down. This thing's punishable, no? Hold on, maybe, I do sometimes spread misinformation on the internet, so let me double check real quick. I'm pretty sure this little double hand slap is not safe, and you should not do it on block. Nerds. Yo, Fogaroo, thanks for the follow, man. Hold on. Skills, it's Wolf's Howl. 4x. Goddamn. What the? How do I even? Oh, yeah, -8. Yeah. Yup. I would not, yeah, -8, all of them. Gotcha. Would not recommend doing that if you see them block the first bit. Like, I know it's, you know, trying to frame trap them again, but we trying to call it a match for the overhead follow-up? Yeah, like, maybe, but still. There are, if they don't, you know, if they don't match on the kick, you probably just kind of have to back up after that. He doesn't get another combo off this, he's not an install! My god. Wake up Brave counter, I feel you. Happens to me too. All the time, in fact. It's one of my biggest problems. Well, sure, yeah, interesting. Why not? Okay. Nice wall bounce. You got your combos down, certainly. Oh, good match. Alright, alright. There's really nothing, like, egregious that I'm seeing right here, I don't think. Again, maybe you could be having a little bit more variation in your offense, but... Oh, my god. Zverev is also just kind of like... Sure. They are just kind of running at you. Theoretically, pretty good. For you as Seox, yeah. Yeah, like, it seems pretty good, right? I'm not seeing enough parries? Honestly, I kind of like that I'm not seeing enough parries. Like, I think he, like... I feel like it's a good thing. The relative lack of parries is pretty good. I'm new here, want to ask a question about Granblue? Go for it, man. What would you like to know? I'll do my best to answer your question. Oh, okay, wall bounce, but no conversion. Understandable. Nice. Little empty hand throw bait, but yeah, no. Can you convert off that in the corner? Seox parry is very belligerent. I'm with you. I'm with you. But the Vera is, like, in his face often enough that it really might, like, they're close enough to punish it, I think. She's just dead, right? Hey, this feels like you're doing pretty goddamn well so far, right? And the only big thing I've noticed is that you're definitely at a level where you're probably, like, learning your Safejabs is going to be a big one for you, but you're just kind of beating the shit out of everyone I'm watching you fight so far. Which is, I mean, that's good, certainly. Okay, 2H, it does work. It's always funny to watch people 2H Seox empty hand. Oh, I mean, again, see, she's, again, I said it right when the raid came in earlier too, but, like, she's using those to great effect. You are not using enough close L, close H. I'm new too. I also have a question about this game. Go for it. That's what I'm here for, man. We're trying to be as educational as we can. Oh, is he not new? Apologies. We're not getting... You're a joke? Oh, God. Sure. The actual new fellow did not have a question, though. He did not ask this question, unfortunately. Okay. Wait, what happened here? Why'd you get hit here? You got 6-6H? Oh, yeah. Off the parry, too. That's the thing with that the parries, too. This Vera is drinking those 6-6Hs like water, man. So she is definitely... She's always in strike distance to punish those parries. Oh, God. Fine. Sometimes you just get one handed to you. That certainly works. Oh, I mean... Yeah, you know, it's a timing problem. It's a timing problem. Vera 6H must be... Is Granblue worth going full competitively on, like Guilty Gear or Street Fighter? Do you need another side fighting game to make it worth? Want to invest more on this game, but... What do you mean make it worth? That feels like a very subjective question. That's it, huh? Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the most part, like, so even that the last set against the Catalina, the Vera, you probably would have maybe not won, but you would have been in a much better spot. You just like missed your timing on a throw, right? I think the big thing that I just want to point out is that in general, I think you like both the people you fought today were like reversing against you a lot. The Vera certainly less so. The Catalina a lot on Wake Up. Safejabs, man. Safejabs are your friend, and you should learn them, and they are very helpful, and they just like. They completely shift the paradigm on like how people can fuck with you on Wake Up, right? But besides that, it really like I feel like you're doing pretty well for your current rank. I know you're ping-ponging a lot, but it doesn't seem crazy to me. Again, the one thing I would say, and it's kind of I say it as like a small thing, but since you're playing like a rushdown character who lives and dies on opening people up in the corner, I guess it's more of a big deal than I'm letting on. But your offense is not the spookiest in the world. You're doing a lot of like staggered 6XL or like backup, like shimmy, right? You haven't done, you know, I don't know, like just like I feel like frame traps are really important, right? Like you just don't frame trap people enough, because frame traps. And also you know, did you wait? Actually, now that I think about it, outside of like punishes, how often have you thrown anyone in this entire replay, right? I want to play Granblue solo, but I heard the game is dying. The competitive scene is becoming shorter. Shorter, meaningless tournaments. I don't know. Feels pretty good to me. The game, it's not, Granblue's not dying. It's always just been a niche, like, in terms of, so fighting games are a niche genre in general, right? Like, you know, the biggest fighting game is 1% the size of, like, an average competitive game, right? Like, compare, like, Street Fighter 6 to Valorant and tell me that the whole fucking competitive scene is dying, right? But Granblue has always been, like, a niche fighting game, but it's going pretty strong as far as I'm concerned, right? You see there's lots of competition and stuff like that. Season 2 is coming up soon as well, right? So, I think the game is in good health. If you wanna pick it up and get good at it, you'll probably, like, there'll be lots of good people to train yourself against, certainly. But the tournament every day of the week, yeah. It is a smaller fighting game though. But again, I mean, by that logic, all fighting games are small competitive scenes, right? We're like, bro, we're not even decided. Like, bro, Smash beats the shit out of us. I'm pretty sure, right? Well, no, that's probably not competitive scene, probably. Like in casual sales, definitely, but competitive scene, maybe not. It's a free version too. Yeah, I think it was like 4th most entrants at Evo. Smash beats everything in the fighting game genre for sure. Yeah.
Very good odds of this person.
Yo, Plum, what's up? Thanks for the resub, man. We're just watching some Seox. You missed all the Seox, man. You missed the Seox. What's going on? But yeah, so for the Seox, with that in mind, I feel like you're missing like 2 of the most important aspects of the offense, which is like throwing people and frame trapping people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you're doing staggered. This is a good point. Yeah. If there's a problem with what you're doing right now, most of your offense feels to me like it's either staggered plus frames or shimmies, right? But those are sort of like side things. They're almost like payoff. Like they're secondary aspects to offense. The basic thing is strike or throw, right? Like you're doing like you're walking up and shimmying people, but you like never threw them. It feels like. So why are you shimmying if you don't throw? Like the shimmy's never gonna land because they're not afraid of getting thrown, right? And then same thing, like the frame traps are sort of like they're the baseline part of the offense. So that's definitely a problem. I think enough people are just kind of mashing on you here that it worked out anyway. You just like kind of killed them. But like, you know, the Catalina or the Vera, for example, did a lot of close L, close H on your ass and took like, you know, 2 entire rounds off of it. So it's definitely something to think about, right? Besides that, Safejabs. I want to put time in this game. I really do, since the game's future is not certain. Makes sense to continue with it. Look, listen, man. If you, I mean, do whatever you want. I think you'll be fine. If you want to put time into the game, I think you won't be disappointed. But if you feel your time is best put somewhere else, I'm not gonna bend your arm. There's lots of good fighting games to play right now, certainly. Shimmy is not scary if they don't have to worry about getting thrown to begin with. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that is gonna do it for this first bit of replay review right here. There's also lots of, as always, there's lots of other good advice from fellas. He actually, mostly Dragon does a great job on some of these replays for sure. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this dude, bro. Look at this dude. Oh yeah, true. That's a good point. It's region dependent. I will say, Granblue's doing really well in North America and pretty well in South America, to my understanding as well. I'm not so certain about like Japan and stuff. It's a Japanese fighting game, so I imagine it's okay. If you're from Europe, it's a little harder. I'm not gonna lie to you. Right? Yes, that's a good point. It's doing pretty well in North America, right? There's tournaments there's sometimes multiple tournaments every single day of the week for North America. EU's decent? Okay. I've heard that it's a little sparse. But if you're North American, then you're like pretty chilling. But yeah, I think that is gonna do it, right? You got the scrolls from Dragon as well in there. EU has quite a few. It's like 5. Okay. It's even better. There you go. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the replay review. We're gonna do on stream. We're gonna do another one right after this. But let me just send the VOD watchers on their way real quick. Hello, VOD watchers. Hi, how's it going? Hope you had a good time with the video. If you did, any kind of likes, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff helps. You know how it be. I also stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except for Fridays on Twitch or YouTube, so come by and hang out. I also have a Discord. Good place to hang out, make some friends, put replays in if you want. I'll get to them eventually, certainly. But you know, people get to them way before I do, and I promise you, I'm closing the backlog. I've committed to it at this point. This is going to take a while for that to actually manifest. But yeah, if you do join the Discord, be nice, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Most importantly, hope you had a good time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. Yeah, fun to do these replay reviews at all times and see how different people, you know, they'll have like different parts, like the JoJo stat hexagon filled out or not filled out. But I have a lot of fun with Granblue. Going to be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.